What's up everybody, it's June 23rd, 2016 and it's time for today's episode of Level Up, our daily video game news show where we bring you the latest and greatest stories from within the industry. So today, I'm not going to lie to you, it's been a pretty slow news day, but for fans of hockey, NHL out there, we do have some new details on EA Sports' upcoming version in the franchise. Now if you're like me, you've probably been a little bit disappointed with what's come to the new gen or current gen as it is now over the last couple of years. It's been really lacking. But we do have more details this year. I'm fingers crossed that there will be improvements to be made. We have finally seen a first gameplay trailer, which you'll be seeing right there. Although I use the word gameplay trailer quite loosely, it's a lot of kind of cut action rather than actual physical gameplay. We see that Vladimir Tarasenko has officially been made as the cover star. The St. Louis Blues winger has beaten out Joe Pavelski from the Sharks. And we found out that a beta is available to sign up for, which you can do so right now by going to their website, which will give you access to certain features early on. But the game is coming on September 13th, so around the same sort of time that it normally does, dropping about 2 or 3 weeks before the start of the season. So that's pretty cool. And it does also appear that one new mode that we know is coming to the game is going to be Draft Champions. Now, if you've played Madden out there, you'll already be familiar with this mode. Effectively, they do have it similar in FUT as well. I can't remember what they called it, but it's basically you go through rounds and you draft a player, so you'll have a selection of players that you can pick from in each round, and then you pick them, and the idea is you try and build a team and then you take them online in the ultimate team mode and try and beat other players or AI, whichever way you're going to do it. So I'm excited for it, but I have big reservations. Hopefully they can deliver, because the last 2 years have been pretty disappointing. Moving on, we have some more news about a game that I'm almost certain isn't going to disappoint, and that is Mafia 3. We see a brand new trailer, which you can see right here. This trailer, the purpose of this trailer was to highlight the pre-order bonuses that were announced for the game. So by pre-ordering this game, you'll get yourself access to 3 new cars and 3 new guns. The 3 cars, which you will have been seeing in the trailer, are the Lasseter Leopard, the Smith Murray MX100, and the Berkeley Stallion. And then in addition to those 3 cars, the 3 guns that I mentioned before is the Gator Shotgun, the Camo Sniper, and the Trench 1938 Submachine Gun. So, you know, as with any pre-order, nothing hugely exciting to be talking about here, but it's a nice little addition if it's a game that you're pretty sure you're going to be getting anyway. I mean, I myself am almost certainly going to be getting this. If you're a huge fan, though, remember there was a £125 collector's edition announced. I'll put a screenshot of it here so you can see exactly what's in that, but it had dog tags and soundtracks, art book, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we know the game is coming on October 7th, so a couple of months away still. But yeah, this game looks really, really awesome, and everyone that saw it at E3 is also loving it, so I think 2K are going to have themselves a pretty special game later on this year. Another game that people are excited for, and another feature people are excited for, is PlayStation VR. We've had a game that's confirmed to be coming to the headset on release day in October 13th, so a week after Mafia 3. This is Res Infinite. If you're kind of recognising the name, it's because Res was formerly a game that came out back in 2001, I think it was, on the Dreamcast. Very simply, it's kind of like a rail shooter crossed with music video game. It's kind of a cult classic. I'm really interested to see how this works in VR. This is obviously just one of supposed to be 50 games that are coming to the headset before the end of the year. But yeah, I vaguely remember Res from Dreamcast days. I never had Dreamcast personally, but it looks pretty cool. From what I've heard, it's pretty good in VR, so look out for that one. We don't know how much it's going to cost yet. We have no real idea on pricing. I'm assuming games are going to be similar sort of prices, so this game will be... It should also be added that this game can be played in 2D. It's not VR exclusive, so it'll be interesting to see if it's cross-buy, as in you get the same game, or if they're going to be 2 separate games. But look out for that either way when it comes in October. So Mighty Number 9, that's a game we've been talking about earlier on this week. It came out, it's been getting very, very mediocre reviews. It got delayed on Xbox 360, although I believe that has now been resolved. So following this, let's say, lukewarm at best reception for the game, We've been hearing some words from Inafune. He's been talking about the game. He's been saying that he does own all of the problems that came with this game, so he has accepted responsibilities. But he did say, I mean, this is slightly out of context, but he did say that it's better than nothing, which this was translated. I don't know if it's kind of maybe something a little bit lost in translation, but when someone says that in Britain or in America, that's a really ignorant thing to say, as if like you should be grateful for what you got. It's like, well, no, we gave you millions and millions of dollars and you've made an average, at best game. And this isn't a guy who has never made video games before. He's one of the greatest video game creators of all time. So I think a lot of people are not very happy with him, and maybe is this going to affect the future of Kickstarter games in the future? I don't know, but it's just really disappointing. The Mighty Number 9 didn't turn out how people wanted it to. And then the final item of today, we're going to talk a little bit about Hotline Miami 2. That's a game that came out a couple of years ago now, but they've added a new feature to it, which looks pretty cool. You'll be able to build your own levels. A level editor has been released through the Steam Workshop, so this is PC only at the moment. Basically, you'll be able to kind of build your own levels and set them up and enemies. So it looks really, really cool. I really liked Hotline Miami. I liked the first one as well. The challenge to the games is really cool. So this idea now that kind of the fan base, the community can go out there and make these own levels. The game was hard enough as it was initially, and I'm sure people out there are going to make even crazier levels. So that's a good excuse to go back to the game if you haven't played it in a while, or if you're new to it, maybe a good chance to pick it up, because it is a very, very good game. And that's it for today. Like I said, not the most exciting or glamorous news. We are still kind of in the kind of shadow of E3, where the news is going to be a little bit slower. But let me know in the comments down below what you think. Are you excited for NHL? Are you a big hockey fan like me? If you are, let me know who you're following, who you're looking forward to seeing next year. Obviously, the big news about Las Vegas getting a franchise, so that'll be pretty interesting to see what you think of this whole Mighty Number 9 fiasco, and are you excited for Mafia 3? So yeah, let me know down below. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and make sure you come back tomorrow for tomorrow's news. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.